Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here live at the Mecca. Well, with the Ruthless one, of course, a former Pro Wrestling Magic women's champion. Every time I do an interview, a former BCW women's champion in the PWI 500, which is amazing. I believe, unfortunately, yes, please.
Pro Wrestling Magic World,
yes.
I'm getting tired of y'all not putting no respect on my goddamn name.
Sorry, Lala.
Former Pro Wrestling Magic World Women's Champion. Lala, how did you become World Women's Champion? I took it overseas in Holland and the UK and Germany, and I successfully defended it.
Yes, you did.
So you know what that does?
That
makes me a world champion.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay.
It's cool. I will learn one day. Best senton in the business, by the way. I saw that beautiful form.
Oh, yeah.
Check out the pictures. And, of course, unfortunately, you had to relinquish, I believe, the Pro Wrestling R Women's Championship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad to see you doing well on the mend. Of course, our BCP Plus Women's Indie Wrestler of 2023, the Ruthless one, Ruthless Lala.
It's
thank
me!
Yeah.
Eddie, that's me. It's me, Eddie. Eddie don't know.
Lala, you seem to be in good spirits. I didn't know what to expect today. It's been a long road. You've been doing this for a long time. Match with Darius Carter. Hell of a match, by the way. We'll talk about that later. But unfortunately,
because I want to know what his punk ass had to say.
He said some stuff.
Of course he did, because it's Darius. All he does is.
Anytime I do an interview,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll
get to that. Don't worry, these are unidirectional, so they won't pick it up. Lala, well, let's start here. How you feeling right now? Obviously, mentally and emotionally. We know physically you're on the mend. It's good to see you here. But how are you feeling emotionally and mentally right now, Lala?
To be honest, my mental is shot to shit.
Sure.
I don't there's a lot of people that are not understanding the significance of all of this. I've been wrestling for 21 years, and I have prided myself on not getting no injuries. I have been in this business for 21 years, and I have never broke a bone in my body.
Are you serious?
I am dead ass serious. I have never had a wrestling injury, nothing. I have prided myself on not breaking a bone in this business. Not breaking a bone, period, at all. So this is actually my first break. It's a lot to handle because, my home and my house is in Texas where my mom and my kids are. I can't go home. Even if I wanted to spend time rehabbing with my mom and my kids, I can't because I can risk death if I get on a plane. Blood clot, because my hip is, it's broke. It's not like a hairline free. It's broke. My hip is a broke. So it's like, I'm here, and it's a lot. I'm very blessed to have my best friend, Isaiah, my wrestling nephews, Marcus and Tyree, and Dre, and my little bro Rich Swan, really being there and watching out for me. Gresh as well. I haven't been okay. I broke my hip April 28th. Since April 28th, I've done nothing but cry. It's really hard when you're used to doing shit yourself. Not that you don't have a problem asking for help, but it's just you're used to doing stuff for yourself. So when things change and then it gets to the point to where now you have to rely on other people to take care of you, and it's not them moving at your speed, it's them moving at their speed. So it's it's very frustrating. You know what I mean?
I'm not used to seeing you weak. I'm not used to seeing you like weak emotionally.
And that's the one thing that me and Mercedes had a conversation about.
Great match.
It was just I'm very weak. This is the most vulnerable that I ever been. But at still no time, I'm still not pussy.
No.
Y'all can try me. This is not you, Rob. Y'all can think that because I have one good hip that y'all can try to bully me. I will still fuck y'all up with one hip disrespectfully. Don't let the broken hip fool you. All right? I'm still about that life. I'm ruthless for a reason. Okay.
I know, and let me ask you this, Lala, because, well, I know wrestlers pretty well after these past couple of years. First of all, listen to the doctors. All y'all are just waiting to get right back in. Let's get through it.
I'm not.
Yeah?
I'm not.
Yeah, like what's – because I know you're here. I know you miss it. I'm just going to say this, Lala, and I've said this to you before. Brilliant, and Wolf as well, brilliant long-term storytelling. You guys were ahead of that trend. I think personally, now the national product, we're seeing long-term storytelling play out. But you guys were ahead of that trend, a little supernatural. I want to talk about that as well, Lala. But I think you have, and I've worked with you on promos and backstage segments, I think you have an absolutely, and I'm not saying do that instead, but in the meantime, you have a brilliant mind for all of that. You're one of my favorites to work with. I love the promos that you do, the segments, because they're very TV. Is that something you think about? Can you help me today?
So here's the thing that people, I say it sometimes, but then, people don't listen to me. I've literally done everything in wrestling except own my own promotion. I have helped run promotions in Texas. I've helped run promotions in Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee. And so, I've been the vice president of talent relations. I've been a writer. I've been a booker. I've been everything but a owner of my own promotion. And so it's I'm very adamant on letting people know these things, that, hey, there's nothing that I can't do. The one thing that I did when I first started in wrestling was I wanted to have my hand in everything, because I wanted to be so well-rounded. Hey, if you don't need a wrestler and you need a referee, I'm here. If you don't need a referee, you need a ring announcer, I'm here. If you don't need a ring announcer, you need a commentator, I'm here. If you don't need a commentator and you need this, whatever it is that you need in wrestling, I'm going to do, because I pride myself on making sure that I can be part of a solution.
You're good at it, too.
So it's not the fact that I don't want to do it. It's that the fact, you have a lot of male chauvinist pigs who is stuck in the ice ages, who feel like that, women are only good for making babies and being barefoot and pregnant. But then, you got a lot of women out here, myself, who can write a better fucking story than some men in this goddamn tri-state area and in the fucking world. And yet I can't get a chance to show what I do because of my gender. So, I sit in the back, man, and I just mind my business. There's some places that I help out at, shout out to Pro Wrestling Magic, and shout out to We Are Wrestling, and I'm able to help, and, they care about my, my ideas or anything, that can help. So, it's I can help you today if you want, that's fine. But no, man, there's nothing that I can't do, and I always try to make sure that people know that and understand. But, hey, you can lead a horse to water. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So.
And Lala, you're great at all that, and hope maybe you'll help me out a little bit today, because I love the stuff that you put out. It's always my favorite. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. Lala, I got to ask you this. The long-term feud, another award that you won from us with Wolf, was amazing. You decided to kind of revisit that, which can be risky at times, but I thought it was brilliant, because sometimes you just have that dance partner, and also you had last time I tried to interview you weren't there, Lala. We introduced a little bit of that supernatural element. What made you, and that was a previous persona, I believe, what made you decide to kind of go the supernatural route and revisit?
Stop drinking them goddamn energy drinks before your match, asshole!
That's Vinny.
Shout out to Vinny, who can't stop taking so many goddamn energy drinks. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
It keeps him going. It powers him up. What's up? Vinny Pacifico, ladies and gentlemen. No, Vinny, don't do that.
Vinny won't make his cage match.
Big match for Vinny today. Everyone has a cage
won't
match.
Make his cage match. I swear to God. I love Vinny.
Oh, my
I love
gosh.
Vinny to death. But
I don't even know what I was saying. Yes, the long-term feuds and the supernatural element, and just working with Wolf, prolific long-term storytelling. It's been brilliant.
I'm going to pull back the wall a little bit, because I rarely get to talk like this for a lot of people. Hi, DM, I love you.
DM. Check your DMs.
Yo, I don't care if I'm doing a podcast. I'm going to say hi to my people. I love them. It's just what I do.
She's famous.
So I wouldn't say all that. A lot of people don't like me. A lot of people don't like me because I don't change for nobody. What you see is what you get. I've never tried to pretend to be anything that I'm not. For 39 years, I've prided myself on showing people that there's actually genuine people out here that gives a fuck, and my mom raised me to where you treat people how you want to be treated.
Yes.
I've been treated like shit for a majority of my life. And I know how that feels, so therefore I wouldn't bring that upon anybody. So, like, everybody that I meet in this world, I give them the respect. And my philosophy is everybody is innocent until proven guilty. You know, and so a lot of people take my kindness for weakness. And when they find out that they can't control you and can't manipulate you to do what they want, now you're the bad guy.
Especially in this business.
Now people want to go lie on you and, you know, want to do the most and make it seem like that there's something that you're not, but yet everything that they're accusing you of, they're doing it. It's the craziest shit ever. So people don't rock with me, and that's fine. But there's a person that I've been cool with since 2014, 2015, and that's Isaiah Wolf. I've known Isaiah for his whole wrestling career. You know, that has been my best friend. Hell, him and Darius in 2016 was trying to get me up here at Warriors of Wrestling. You feel me? Like, those are the only two guys that were trying to help get me in New York. You know? And, like, those guys are, like, guys that I consider very close to me, no matter how much of an asshole Darius is, you know? So, legitimately, when I was out for a year and a half because of my chronic skin disease, and I came back to Wrestle Vanity for the BCW Women's Championship.
Great match.
That match was trash. We can talk about it. No, that match was not good.
Were you guys spilled outside the ring?
That match was not good, bro.
I enjoyed it.
You know what? And I'm glad you enjoyed it. And that's why I say, as wrestlers, people don't understand. Like, wrestlers, we are really hard on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if people liked it, they were in it, I'm not going to argue. For myself,
I don't think I'm alone in that. I think people liked it.
For myself, I didn't like it. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. You know, and then even still then, I really felt like I was going to come back and not going to be able to finish the year, which is how my health was and how everything is. And legitimately...
He's a bad man.
Ain't nobody worried about Dan Moff.
I'm a little worried.
I'm not worried about him.
He almost shoved me in a locker.
You got to stop letting him punk you.
Okay. Well.
But you can't beat me, though.
No, don't.
Are you scared of Moff?
A little bit.
Fuck him.
He almost put me in a locker.
I don't fight little girls.
Wow. He said he doesn't. Wow.
Coming from a man who is shaved and he is smoother than a woman's vagina. Okay. Shaved. I said it. Wow. I said it.
Nope.
I said it.
No
I said it.
I would like to
Dan
see that
Moff
match.
is walking around like a muscle-bound dickhead.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I said.
Have you guys ever squared off?
No. He won't.
He's not going to do it.
He's scared. See, here's the thing about it. Dan Moff walks in places, people are scared of him. I don't give a fuck who Dan Moff is. I don't care who you ran with. I don't care what you done. I don't care how many doors you done broke over people's heads. I don't care how much of an angry rage you have. At the end of the day, just as angry as Dan Moff rages, nobody has seen me 100% angry. And I promise you, nobody wants to see my bad side. There's a reason why I keep wrath locked away for a reason. But, no here there. Fuck Dan. I love him at the same time. But no, like, I've always been a very selfless person. And the one thing that I used to hate was to constantly see everybody talking about how great Isaiah Wolf is and how, you know, he's an upcoming star. But then when it came time to have that same energy publicly, there was a lot of silent people. There was a lot of people sitting on their phones and, you know, acting like, you know, they never heard of who Isaiah Wolf was. So I said, you know what? If 2022 is the last year Ruthless Lala will ever be in the ring, I am going to devote this whole year of making sure that everybody knows who my best friend is and what his group stands for and what his group is. And we got it running. And the thing about it that people fail to realize is, yo, man, everybody was like, yo, like this is good work. It was a shoot. Let me be honest with you. It was a shoot. I literally asked Isaiah, like, yo, like when I came back, I was like, hey, I want to match with you. You know, I don't want to take my time. I don't want to go through this, you know, levels bullshit. Like, yo, I want to jump head first into the lava. And I know if anybody is going to shock my system and get me back where I need to get to wrestling-wise, it's going to be him, you know, because he knows me better than my own mother.
Yeah. So,
you know, and I was like, yo, I want to wrestle you. I was excited. He was like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? He's like, nah, you know, you got to, you know, get you a couple of get you a couple of reps up, you know. Then I was like, all right. Then the next time I saw him, yo, I want to wrestle you. You better ask Masha what happened. I was like, at this point, I'm getting very disrespected by this time. I'm like, yo, you got me fucked up.
Yeah,
Asked him again, nephew, I want to wrestle you. Nah, you ain't ready for me. Wow. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go put up a promo. Put the promo up. Bet. I will put the promo up, and we'll see what happened. Put the promo up. Went to sleep. Woke up. Over 1,200 views. People are quote tweeting, yo, what is going on? And like we started from there. And he came with his response, and he said no. And so I kept pushing buttons because anybody who knows me I am very persistent. If I want something, I'm going to get it. Point blank, period. And I don't want that to sound like, like somebody who don't know what no is. But it's like, for me, I am very motivated oriented. And if I set my mind to something, nothing or nobody is going to stop that at all. And kept pushing. And so we just kept going and going and going. And then before you knew it, it was multiple places.
Yeah, showing up everywhere.
Multiple promotions. Literally everywhere. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, yo, this is going great, yo. And like just the outpour. And then like we started going to, MLW, and then that's where I met Nana. And, Nana and Wolf go way back because, they're OGs.
Yeah.
So, end up getting some, some tips from Nana. And, and then I had my first match with Wolf actually here in Roosevelt Park, New Jersey. And Nana was actually on commentary.
That's awesome.
Which was really cool. It was the beginning of the Best of Our 5 series. And, like, if you would have told me that 2022 we would be here now, 2024, 2025, and Prolific has been by far one of the most dominant groups in the indies, and a lot of people's like, why we haven't heard of you? Well, when you have a lot of people who hates on our success and gatekeep, it's kind of hard for us to get to a lot of places that, a lot of people want to keep us from, and that's not even I don't want to work hard and not, no. Anybody who knows me know I apply myself.
Oh, gosh.
It's not even that. It's just the fact when you have to deal with politics and people who can't get their way and they want to be stupid, it's a you can air them out and cause more problems, or you can just be professional and kill them with kindness. And even though I want to fucking cause problems, I'm going to keep killing them with kindness, so to be where we're at now, I am massively proud. We got to go overseas, man. We debuted in 3 European countries, man, in 1 month. Like UK, Holland, and Germany.
Yeah.
And, he also took his belt over there. Like, we both took our belts over. I was like, yo, take your belt? He was like, I said, take your fucking belt. We're going to make these world champions, bro.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. And we fucking did it, man. And, that was a beautiful thing. And to even come back and I actually made the PWI.
I know. I popped for it.
And then, like, what's even better is it's not the women's PWI.
Yes.
It's the men's PWI.
Best in the world.
And that means the most to me, not downgrading women or anything, but, for me, it's you talk a lot of shit about me, but here's the thing. From that day forth, you can't mention Roman Reigns, Swerve Strickland, Bryan Danielson, Okada, the list goes on. You can't mention none of those amazing people without mentioning my motherfucking name.
Yes.
Because I'm on that same goddamn list. Nope,
Still
we got
good.
it. I'm on that same list, and that meant so much to me, because like there's ways to get on that list, and I didn't submit nothing. I didn't do anything.
Really?
I didn't do nothing. So
That's a testament.
So when I found out, I was like, oh shit.
Who told
We
you?
did it! When it came out, and they said it was out now, I was going to actually call friends and be like, hey, can you tell me if I made it? And I was like, you know what? Fuck all of y'all. I paid the $4.99 for the digital copy, and I just started going through the pages.
Oh, that's awesome.
Going through pages, and I'm like, nope. And then when I got to the 400s, I was like, you know what? Hey, Lala, if we didn't make it this time, hey, you still killed it no matter what, and you should be proud.
Yes.
And, yo, when I saw 467 Ruthless Lala, Like, I took a screenshot.
In the world.
I took a screenshot, and I literally went to the prolific chat of all the boys, and I was like, guys, look what happened. And before I could even post it up publicly, Wolf took the screenshot that I put on and put it up. My motherfucking best friend is in the PI behind. I was like, oh my God. Like, I cried that whole day. And, you know, it sucked that I didn't get my full flowers because how petty and ain't shit people are. But it didn't change the fact that that was a high that I did not come off of. I called my mom. I called my kids.
I love that.
You know, I was like, oh, guess what? I'm the best in the world. The best in the world, Craig. Best in the world. Top flight security of the world, Craig. Like, I was like really excited, you know. And like that's now awesome. I'm kind of like emotional because I'm like, you know, I was grinding and going hard as possible because trying to make this year's, you know, PWI, and to get sidelined, I was just like, oh my God, I hope
You know what though? Reset, like use the downtime. I couldn't do what you all do, man. You know, obviously, I date a wrestler until she dumps me anyway, and the things you guys put your bodies through, like I could not do it. It doesn't make sense.
Like people don't know, man. Like when I broke my hip, like it was in the beginning of my match with Darius.
Yeah, I watched. And I saw what you had posted.
And like even after that, yeah, it was a dive.
It was the dive. But you went all out for that match.
Yeah,
you
like,
always do.
Like I mean, people fail to realize like I have the utmost respect for Darius, no matter how much you know. He's an asshole, whatever the case is. You know, the fact of the matter is, I've said this online. I've said this to Darius' face. Even before we wrestled, you know, like, I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
Yep.
Everything that I've said to Darius Carter online, I have said in front of Darius' face. Everybody has seen it. I don't back down from Darius Carter. Just like I don't back down from Dan Moff. I don't back down from nobody.
I just saw it.
Nobody at all. And, like, that match meant a lot to me because, in a sense, me and Darius are very much alike. You hate to love us, but at the end of the day, you can't take away the fact that we're undeniable.
Yes.
We've never moved to the beat of anybody else's drum. We moved to the beat of our own fucking drum, which is why it's more hard because when you don't sit around and suck and fuck to get booked or apply your tongue to every promoter's asshole or try to throw people under the bus and you actually go by your own resort, you'll be amazed of how much great things you achieve. But when you have those people that have done those ain't shit things, and they see you getting ahead because you're actually doing everything with your morals. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. And then here comes the unnecessary bullshit. I'm going to say this one more time. There can literally be professional wrestling without no drama. People choose to have drama. People choose to be dramatic. You see a lot of things go on in wrestling where you can literally speak up and say stuff, but you don't. Because, oh, well, it's not my business. If you see somebody getting hurt, you say something. If you see a female in a locker room that's uncomfortable, you say something. If you see a male that's in the locker room that's uncomfortable, you say something. It's not just about females. Males can be assaulted just as women can be assaulted. You know what I'm saying? If you don't stand for something, you will fucking fall for anything. And I refuse to be in that fucking category of falling for anything just because somebody says, hey, it's raining money outside. I'm not going outside. If it's raining money outside, how many people think outside? How much chaos and like riots you think is outside right now? No.
Because you have conviction with things. And I'm saying with wrestling, there's certain lines and convictions, and I appreciate that, Lala.
And that's why I respect Darius because, you know, Darius... Darius can throw people under the bus if he wanted to.
Oh boy.
He could go on his promos and he can rip motherfuckers a new one. And the fact that Darius stays professional and he continues to be the all-father and he goes to the beat of his own drum, that is something that I will forever and always have respect for.
Okay.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm like, yo, if I can hold my own with Darius Carter.
And you did.
You motherfuckers can't tell me shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I broke it. I didn't know. I felt my hip pop, and I said, "Fuck!" And like the first thing I said, "Ha!" I grabbed my hip, I limped over to Darius and kept whooping his ass.
And you finished the match.
We finished the match.
I wouldn't have even known because you posted on social media.
The match was 13 minutes and 53 seconds.
It was good.
Yes, I'm actually very happy with that match. I've at least went back and watched that match 10 times. It's crazy that, like, yo, I wrestle with a fucking broken hip. Like I told people at this point, you got to call me the female Kurt Angle. I didn't do it with a broken neck, but I did it with a broken fucking hip.
It's a testament. I want to end on a positive, Lala, real quick. You're killing it. I always say, like, Moff, Crowbar, Darius, and yourself, in my mind, on the indies here in the Northeast, you are the measuring sticks. That's how I feel from what I've seen and watched. I'm still very new to this. Lala, just tell everyone maybe your thoughts on that comment, and just tell them what they can expect from Lala once you're back in action, ready to go. Let's end on a positive note here.
I've dreamed of being a professional wrestler since I stumbled upon watching wrestling as a child. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was literally watching legal murders go on. Like I was like, because people don't know. I've led a very sheltered life. I'm a preacher's kid. I didn't wear my first pair of pants until I was 18 years old. I didn't get my ears pierced until I was 18 years old. So Pentecostal, everything, Pentecostal, everything's the devil. Okay. So, that's how that was for me. So, I led a very sheltered life. So, finding wrestling like that and seeing it, from the first time I saw it, I got captivated. And the one thing that I've always wanted to do is, do I want a contract? Yes. But not for the reasons you're thinking. I want a contract so I can be financially stable and have financial stability for my family. I can legitimately keep going on the roads and doing the ratchet shit with my ratchet friends, and I'm the happiest person ever. People fail to realize that, when I talk about sacrifices in my promo, I'm not saying that to look cute. Since 2022, I haven't seen my mom or my kids outside of 3 times since 2022.
Oh my God.
Maybe 5 times since I've been gone. I've been up here since the end of 2022 and have been going crazy, been couch surfing and everything, because you know what? I want to leave wrestling better than what it is, man.
Yes.
I want to help elevate women's wrestling. I want to be part of a solution and not a problem, And there's a lot of people that pretend that they want to help people and they want to be there for people because they want clout. I don't care about the clout. I don't care if you go and tell anybody that I had your back. I just want you to know that as an individual, there's people here that are genuine, that gives a fuck about you as well as your well-being, and just want you to be good and have a great day and just be good with your mental, and understand that you're worth it and that you matter, So for me, it's just about constantly achieving my goals, man, and helping and elevating people around me, you know what I mean? If they allow me to. All I know is when I come back, I have my bullet points. I know what I want to do. I know who I want to wrestle when I come back. I know the first person I want to wrestle when I come back. And I'm not going to wrestle nothing else until I get that person that I want to wrestle. So what you can expect when I come back, you can expect more lariats. You can expect more breathalyzers. And you can expect me being as ruthless as fucking possible, respectfully, and knocking people's heads off of motherfucking culture, respectfully, because it's what I do. It's what I do, and give some laughs, man, and some positive vibes. Right now, I actually have my own show. I have my podcast. It's called "Oh Shit, Here We Go Again."
That's amazing.
And my co-host is none other than my little bro, Mr. All Night Long, Rich One.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Every Monday, 8 p.m. It's on all social medias. We're on Spotify. So if you go look up Gresh Digital Media, go on Spotify, all that, you will find everything. I would say watch the videos because I had Swan on before he became my co-host. And the first way we started out was to tell him the good old New Jack and Terry Runnels story. Do you know that story?
I do not, but I will definitely
I'm going to tell you
listen.
about that when we get off here because you don't want that for your... You
should go to the podcast and check
it out. Go to the podcast.
Shameless
Go check it out. So yeah, man, just trying to stay as positive as possible. That's all.
Yeah, I love it, Lala. Real quick before we get out of here, go to follow Lala on socials, but it's always the music. But check out Lala. She has a GoFundMe right now, Lala. Here. You see a bag. We had some donations today. Cheyenne Ortiz sent in some items we're going to auction off. Brandon Downey just handed me a bunch of stuff. Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore donated some stuff. been an eventful couple weeks. We're going to do a bunch of auctions. One is going to be for you online. It's a pain for me to ship everything out, so if you can pick stuff up in person, we're going to do a little auction for your GoFundMe, man.
Pick the shit up, man.
But that's the love for you from everybody.
I appreciate it, man.
Lala, just heal up, listen to the doctors. Maybe you can help me out a little bit today.
I got you.
Just continue success moving forward.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate this guy over here. He's cool.
Best women's wrestler 2023. The BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin, only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back our sponsors, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank León, Oneil Andrews, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite podcast sponsors, Key Nation, featuring our very own BCP and BCP Plus contributor, Mr. Wayne Keener. Make sure to follow Key Nation on TikTok and Instagram for great puns, memes, dad jokes, and random ridiculous content. Thank you, Wayne, for sponsoring the BCP. Don't forget to check out one of our newest sponsors here on the BCP, Chop City Wrestling. Chop City Wrestling is where our pal Ryan Steniford takes chops from wrestlers and donates $20 to Connor's Cure for every chop he takes. Follow his adventures on his YouTube channel for all those chops and some great pro wrestling content, all for a good cause. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the BCP. Please welcome in our new podcast sponsor, From the Left Side. From the Left Side has all of your wrestling and sports news. Check out From the Left Side at facebook.com/From the Left Side with On Air E, and be sure to hit that follow button. Thank you, From the Left Side. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE-recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Connor McCollum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over 150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Please welcome back our returning sponsor for the year of 2024, Bree Combination Wrestling, celebrating their 7-year anniversary on Sunday, June 9th, 2024, at 106 Bergen Ave, Ridgefield Park, the Mecca, here in New Jersey. Doors 4 p.m., Bell, 5 p.m. Get your tickets now at anni7.eventbrite.com. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. Don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. Please welcome in our new sponsor, Bell to Bell Live Women's Pro Wrestling. Bell to Bell presents Liberty Bell, Saturday, July 20th at the world-famous Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Get your tickets now and check out more great women's pro wrestling action at belltobell.com. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly, where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page every week. Please welcome in our new pod and daily site sponsor, Twisted Shamrock Studios and Spa, located in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Twisted Shamrock is a retro spa experience for the average Joe and Jane. Meet the next evolution of recovery and relaxation. Right now, you can try their introductory offer, where you can try a core service to include massage, skincare, facial, stretch therapy, body slimming, toning, personal training, and spray tanning for 30 minutes for just $30. This is perfect for our wrestling pals as well. Book today. Call 484-574-8868 or visit www.twistedshamrockstudiospa.com. Guys, please welcome back our podcast sponsor, Wrestling Games, live signings, and more ahead of their inaugural signing September 1st in partnership with Revolution Wrestling Federation, featuring Buff Bagwell, Gary Wolf, Renee Michelle, and L.A. Smooth. Pricing includes shout-outs from all the wrestlers. Havoc Monsters Ball Deal, $125 gets you one 8x10 each by all four announced talent and any indie wrestler that shows up on the live. It'll be at least 2 to 4. $20 each, additional 8x10 individual photos only. First photo, $25 shipped for first. Each additional $20 includes a top loader for each photo. Any mail-ins are $30 for each item, $25 each additional. More items to be posted later. Feel free to message Emil Menard for any questions or purchases.